guys, welcome back. It's Shara. Come on in, have a seat. Today is pizza day at my house. We're having company tonight, and I'm going to make 2 pizzas tonight. So I'm going to show you guys, or share with you guys, my favorite pizza crust recipe. This is not a gluten-free recipe. I'm actually not going to make a gluten-free pizza tonight because I'd be the only one here to eat it and I don't need a whole pizza. So I'm going to make pizzas for them, and I'll just settle for a salad and, you know, chop up some of the topping ingredients and toss on my salad. This is a easy recipe. You can mix it up in a KitchenAid mixer. You can do it by hand if you're so inclined. Food processor works great. I've done it both ways. And you can even put these ingredients in a bread machine, set it on your dough cycle, and let it go through its thing, and then take it out and shape it and go from there. So let's get going with this. I'm going to run through the ingredients really fast and get us going in an attempt to speed myself up so that you guys aren't sitting here forever. Into the bowl, 4 cups of bread flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. I buy my yeast in bulk at Sam's Club and just keep it refrigerated or frozen. Just do a quick mix this together. Okay. Next we're going to do, and this is optional but I like the taste, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I am a Sam's Club girl. This is just the Tones Italian seasoning blend from Sam's Club, obviously, duh. And I'm going to just swirl that in a little bit. That is totally optional. You can also add some garlic powder if you choose. I'm just not going to because I am going to add some to my sauce. Then we need 1 cup of slightly warmed milk. You want this about 100, no more than 110 degrees. Basically a little warmer than baby bath water, along with a 1/4 cup of water at the same temperature and 4 teaspoons of olive oil and 1 beaten egg. You do want this at room temperature. I'm just going to mix all of that together. Stir it with my fork. Turn my mixer on low to start out with. Whoops. Okay, at this point, you can see, and I'm going to show you so you'll see what I'm doing. My dough has started to come together, but it's a little bit dry. So I'm going to add just a couple of teaspoons, whoops, of warm water. With yeast bread, the moisture content of your flour and the weather can affect it. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit more water. It's always better to start with less and add a little more as needed because you cannot take it out. And just put a little bit in. Okay, it's coming together in a smooth ball. At this point, turn that off while I talk to you. At this point, I'm simply going to knead this for about 3 to 5 minutes on a speed of about 4 on this. And let it go, and I'll bring you back and show you or speed you up through that process, one or the other. Okay guys, I should add that if you want to turn this into a loaf of bread, it makes an excellent loaf of bread. 2-pound loaf, just for your general knowledge. And if you want a smaller quantity, I do have the proportions for 1 and 1.5 pounds. I always make the 2 pounds. You see that? Yeah. Okay. I like to let my dough rise in a glass bowl. Technically, I know you can do it in the metal bowl. I don't know why. I was just taught a glass bowl. Probably does not make a bit of difference. One of those quirks, right? Put a little bit of olive oil in your bowl. And kind of just smear it around. Take your dough out of your pan. Now you can use a dough scraper if you want to, but my hands work just fine. So we've got this beautiful, whoa, beautiful, I thought that was getting ready to fall on the floor, ball of dough here that I'm just going to kind of shape. It smells so good. I'm going to roll it in this oil just to coat it a little bit. And wipe my fingers on my dirty towel. Then you're going to cover it and let it rise until it's about double in size in a warm, draft-free, but you know, not boiling hot kind of place. Very easy to find a place like that in summer in the South, so I'm just literally going to cover mine. With the granite countertops, I find that it helps because they stay kind of cool to put something under them. So you'll see I've placed one of these drying mats under it. And then I just drape a couple of layers of dish towel over it just to kind of keep it, dish towel or a bath towel folded double, just something to trap a little bit of the heat in it as it rises. Now, going about your business, set your timer. I'm going to check this in about an hour. Should be about double in size. And when it's double in size, I'll show you what I do with it next. And just as a heads up, what I will do, never mind, I'll just show you when it's finished rising. It's been an hour, and you can see our crust has, or our dough, has risen nicely. Now, if you're talented, you can probably, you know, do all the fancy stuff with your dough. I have to roll mine out, and I did not get the cornmeal. If I was organized, I could take over the world, guys. So, you've got a couple of options with this. You can make 2 smaller 12-inch pizzas that are a little thicker if you like thick crust. Or you can go with, I guess those are 12-inch, maybe they're 10-inch. I don't know. Anyway, 2 smaller pizzas. Or you can go with 2 large thin crust pizzas. I'm actually making smaller, thicker crust pizzas tonight. But I just wanted to show you that you do have some options. At this point, I just sprinkle a little cornmeal on my surface. grab my dough, divide it in half. Now, if you don't want to roll it out, you can always, I'm just working it with my hands into a circle. Sorry, that is my cat clawing the kitchen area rug. Quit. Aggravation. So, and I just kind of get it started into a circle. Now, you could just lay this in your pan and kind of, you know, press it out with your fingers. I find it easier to just make a circle this way. I'm not Italian, don't know a proper way to do this. This is just how I do it. This rolling pin, my granddaddy made it for my grandmama. Now, it's something my dad gave me. It means a lot to me. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, hold on. Sorry about that. Now you could grease your pan, mine are non-stick, and there's plenty of oil in my dough, so they don't really need it. I simply transfer my crust over, like so. I have my oven preheating to about 400. I'm going to pre-bake my crust early in the day so that all I have to do closer to time when guests get here is add my toppings and finish baking them. So this is it. One pizza crust. I'll do the same thing for the second one. While I'm working on that, I'll let this one sit aside. I'll show you what they look like pre-baked, and then later tonight I'll try to get you a photograph of the finished thing. But that's it, guys. Really, they're pretty fast. It's mostly hurry up and wait while the dough rises. So I hope you enjoy this, and be back a little later with some quick shots of how they look cooked. 10 minutes at 400 degrees. I'll let these sit out on the counter and cool, and when they cool, I'll just cover them with a clean towel. And about, you know, just before time for everybody to get here, I'll preheat the oven, put my toppings on, and finish baking them until they're ready. My guys tonight are meat lover kind of pizza people, so we'll have pizza sauce, cheese, pepperoni, bacon, that kind of stuff on everything. So they'll be meat lovers type pizza.